Sweet. Awesome. We were having some connection problems with server lobbies, but that is expected with Rocket League and a new season, especially with IGL popping off. We got both teammates joining in. I am uncomfortable. I moved a certain way, but we are heading into game number 1 of a best of 5. Game number 2 of today. We have Friday Beers and we have the League of Villains coming in fresh, coming in hot for this matchup. We got Little Nick and we got Lethal on Friday Beers. And on the left-hand side, we got Walker and we got Awesome Mender. There we go, boys. Here we go. So, Walker from League of Villains now trying to push it up forward, trying to get it into the corner. Little fake dribble, pops it up for Awesome Mender. Awesome Mender can't follow it up. Very good opportunity for blue team to score. However, it was an unfortunate placement off of that fake challenge there. Awesome Mender putting the shot onto net, blocked away by Little Nick, but the follow-up, quick follow-up coming in from Awesome Mender, breaking up that tie that we currently have, breaking the silence. We have 0-1 now. First shot coming in from League of Villains, coming in from Awesome Mender. Great shot coming in from blue team. As we have 4 minutes and 19 seconds on the clock. Lethal with the great kickoff win. Little Nick quick to follow it up. 0 boost in the tank though. Have to be careful of that as one of his teammates will try to hit it back. Walker quick on the follow-up. Dribbles it into the orange team's corner as he will try to get that infield passing play. Dribble pass 1. Can he get it past the second? No, Lethal is there to stop it. Awesome now centering it for Walker. Walker now trying to get the corner read into the midfield. Little bumping action from both teams, but that is expected when you guys have a lot of pressure from both teams. Walker now 0 boost in the tank. Dangerous position, however, Awesome saving him. However, there's a shot opportunity from Little Nick going for a double touch. Doesn't quite get it. Double commit from Orange Team. Friday Beers has to be careful as Walker does have opportunity. He hits it wide. It's a slow roller. Little Nick now trying to take it up the sidewall. Quick follow-up by Awesome. Lethal now trying to get the ball as far away from his net as possible. As Little Nick now has possession on the ball. As Little Nick and Walker will be gaining a 50. And if you guys haven't already, I forgot that I should have set this up early, but we are going to be having a prediction right now. Start prediction. There we go. Who do you think will win the League of Villains versus Friday Beers? What we like doing here is we like doing the first game predictions and then we end it right then and there. But as I was talking, we had Walker set up the backboard pass to his teammate Awesome. Awesome and Walker have been able to find each other in the passing plays using that backboard as efficiently as possible, whether it's above or side to the net. And Walker gained a huge kickoff win for the 3rd goal, maybe, possibly. We have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock as Awesome tries to catch it, pops it to the right-hand side, waits for his teammate Walker to pop it up, open that opportunity. Will Lethal be able to save it? He will. Demo onto Lethal. Congratulations on the demo. That was a good demo. Especially in 2v2s, demos can be extremely beneficial, crushing that pressure, getting rid of whatever offensive plays that other teams can do. However, demoing other teammates can be predictable, and it can also be pretty bad, especially if you double commit. That is one thing both teammates have to be careful of, especially because we've seen that in the past. Teammates would go for a demo, but would overcommit with their teammates off of them. However, blue team now with the open opportunity as Walker quicks to follow it up. Unfortunately, Friday Bears was only having 1 defender. Unfortunate for Lethal, misses the ball. Walker realizes that there was a miss coming out from Orange Team and takes the shot on net. League of Villains are now up 3-0, expanding that lead by a huge margin. 2 minutes and 3 seconds left on the clock. Less than half the game left in game number 1. As we will see Walker trying to go for another backboard shot. Lethal with the miss off the backboard, leaving his teammate back, but Lethal taking some pressure off of his teammate. Now Lethal trying to pass midfield. Little Nick going up for the shot. Awesome. Realizes there wasn't that much power on it. Tries to move it to the backboard. Good save. Dangerous position though for Friday Beers. As we might be seeing some game 1 jitters for Friday Beers. However, Friday Beers does still have a lot of opportunity left as this is a game best of 5. aka first to 3, whichever ones you like to say, they both mean the same exact thing, as Lethal trying to get that midfield passing play into his teammate, possibly. No! Great save coming out from blue team as he does get the save. Two of the offensive players were up. However, they did manage to save it. Demo coming out. Unfortunate side flip as Friday Bears, my bad, are finally on the leaderboard. Lethal with a good shot. Unfortunate side flip from Walker. Looked like he kind of phased through the ball there, but Lethal notices he side flipped by accident, follows up for the shot, and Friday Bears are on the board. 3-1. 1 minute 11 seconds left on the clock. Still plenty of time for Friday Bears to make a comeback in game number 1. But we will see how everything plays out as Lil Nick has to go back to shadow defend. Net's wide open. Demo on net. Blue team very deadly with the demos so far. However, Lethal will be getting the savior of the game. 3 saves already in game number 1. And so far, we've been seeing a lot of demo plays and a lot of offensive, like, onslaught plays coming out from League of Villains. But it seems as if they had to be on defense just a little bit because Friday Bears, they're starting to put pressure in the later half of game number 1. But will that last minute pressure be enough for game number 1? Because we only have 30 seconds left on the clock. Lethal, man, he's living up to his name, man. Lethal is definitely living up to his name. Can be very lethal. As you see, he scored 1 goal already in game number 1. But unfortunately, League of Villains will be keeping up this amount of pressure. And I believe game number 1 will be going over to League of Villains as we have about 10 seconds left on the clock. Awesome, trying to go for a 50. Unfortunately, it doesn't go in his way. And Lethal trying to live up to his name again. Lil Nick, both defenders missing from the shot. Will Walker be able to keep it up? No, he will not. He will not be able to keep the ball up. Unfortunately, it wouldn't have mattered anyway because they were down 3-1. Game number 1 will be going over to Friday Bears Orange team. GG's on game number 1. And let's just take a moment to look at these stats real quick because that's just something I always like doing. We got League of Villains, or League of Villae, because Rocket League doesn't like having a full team name. And we got Friday Bears. Friday Bears definitely was on the more defensive half that entire game. We saw a lot of shot opportunities coming out from League of Villains, especially with the shot stats. You got 8 shots coming in from League of Villains and 3 shot opportunities coming out from Friday Bears. Most of those shots, I mean, granted, they were off of the backboard or from passing plays, but keeping up that pressure coming out from League of Villains, especially with those demos coming in, very, very crucial. Those can prove to be very, very deadly. And Lethal, granted, he did have that 1 goal. He did come very clutch in defense for Friday Bears because a lot of those shots were saved. So, yeah, we'll see if Friday Bears can turn this game around in game number 2, or maybe will we see League of Villains keep up this pressure, keep up this onslaught of pressure. And yeah, that we'll see how we play in game number 2. The prediction is still up, so if you guys haven't predicted anything yet, please predict it because I'm going to be ending the submissions pretty soon. We got Toaster Strudel voting for League of Villains and nobody for Friday Bears. That's why I'm kind of voting for the underdog here. We got already kicking off to a strong game number 2 as I believe blue team is going for a backboard touch. Walker with the follow-up. Great follow-up. Good shot. Good passing play in general. Got awesome. Targeting their backboard. Sees that no defender is there in sight. Walker shooting it right in the middle of the net. Lethal ain't there to save it. League of Villains is now up 1-0. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. Only 10 seconds in and League of Villains are already kicking, but they're shooting the back of the net. Walker and Awesome getting that play. However, Little Nick trying to make a little play of his own, trying to send it to Lethal. Lethal now rushing to get back on defense. Lethal, good save, as one of the offensive players from blue team were coming in for that play. Alright, guys, I'm going to end the submissions right now. It is a 50-50% outcome right now, and this is what we like seeing, a 50-50 chance. We will see who will win later today. The save coming out from blue team as Lethal dribbles it past one, gets a 50. Those lethal offensive onslaught plays. Lethal realizes both defenders are not in sight. He sees one person, Walker, going back, goes, positions his car, gets the 50, and ties the game up. It is now 1-1, 4 minutes and I believe 15 seconds left on the clock as we are starting game 2 off with a fiery kickoff start. Lethal is just proving himself more and more as we see. We see him with the defensive plays. Now we're seeing him with the offensive plays. 50 plays just like that. Again, another 50 play coming out from Lethal. Walker now doing his best opportunity to keep Lethal away from the ball. Dribbles it past one. Will Walker get it? No, it's smacked away. A little bit lost of pressure there as the dribble did not come out as expected, as he wanted. However, dangerous territory for Blue Team as they do try to dribble it back for a little bit of a possession for Friday Beers. As Friday Beers will try to dribble it past Awesome Ender, and they do. Little Nick gets it past one. Little Nick trying to get it past the second one. A little accidental bump, miscommunication on Friday Beers. Shot opportunity did not go in. I believe there was a slight miscommunication on Friday Beers. However, Walker is now trying to go for a side aerial off the wall. Will it go in? Upper 90? No, it will not. Off the sidebar. Unfortunate, but Lethal coming in with the clutch save for Friday Beers. They had a great shooting opportunity. However, it was just a little bit short off the sidebar. Another sidebar. Oh my goodness, the sidebar is not liking any teams today. Walker now going for a little dribble play, smacked away by Lethal. Awesome Ender already up to the ball. Pass to Walker. Will he get the infield passing play? We'll find out. Both defenders are in net, but that doesn't matter because Walker shoots it high up over both defenders of Friday Beers. Walker, noticing his teammate, gets that power shot, reads the corner read, and gets the double touch into their net. It wasn't really much of a double touch, but reads the shot and shoots it right to the back of the net. It is now 2-1, ladies and gentlemen. We are halfway into game number 2, and League of Villains are back on top. They did lose game number 1, but they are putting their foot on the gas pedal, and they are starting to kick it. Walker trying to go for a little dribble play. Mind games did not work on little Nick because one of the defenders, Lethal, was back just in case. Walker doing shadow defense, trying to block little Nick. Couldn't block it. However, Awesome is there just in case, which is a very good play in 2v2. Having that one person challenging the ball and having one defender back, always a good play. Make sure that you have that one person back safe just in case. As Walker tries to shoot on net, almost demo attempt onto Lethal. As we saw one of the Blue Team members trying to remove Lethal from the play. We've seen Lethal have a lot of defensive plays and a lot of offensive plays. And if not, one way to get the defender out of the net is to demo them. You know, if there's no defender in net, there's no person blocking the net. No goalie, goal. League 1, Game 1? No? Yeah, wait. Love won the first League of Villains. I believe Friday Beers first game. Did Friday Beers not win first game, guys? I would have to double check that. I'd have to double check that with the replays, but I believe Friday Beers won that first one. However, League of Villains is definitely showing themselves very worthy. League of Villains definitely keeping up the pressure on game number 2. By the way, how are you doing, Toaster Strudel and Wild? How are you guys doing? Awesome, trying to go for up another shot, smacked away by Lethal. Lethal proving himself very worthy of the defensive and offensive plays. Same thing with Little Nick as well. Little Nick and Lethal are a very dangerous combination for Friday Beers. But Walker and Awesome also are proving themselves very worthy as well. Unfortunate backboard. Oh, back pass. I didn't mean backboard. Rate yourself. I'm doing very, very good. We have two very, very capable teams. Very, close save coming out from Lethal. Now trying to dribble it past. Gets the 50 onto Walker. Grabs the midfield boost. Now he's just one defender left. Awesome is in net, but Walker coming in clutch, saving Awesome. Walker now gets a little bit of a cookser pinch on the right-hand wall. Picks up the mid boost. Lethal smacking the ball to midfield. Tries to go for a little air dribble. Gets the bump on Awesome. Clutch bump. Now Awesome demos onto Little Nick, trying to make sure he doesn't get that infield passing play, as it seems as if League of Villains will be taking home game number 1. Or game number 2, my bad. Game number 2 will be going over to League of Villains. The League of Villains now are on the board. I want to just double check because you guys got me second guessing now. The I just want to double check who won game number 1. I just want to double check to make sure I didn't anything wrong. Usually I believe it was Friday Beers. Oh, it was League of Villains. Okay, so League of Villains did win game number 1. Okay, I am super sorry. I am super sorry. Okay, well, League of Villains now are up by 2-0. Yeah, usually I never do that. I've never done that. I am super sorry, stream. League of Villains is up 2-0 in the series. Friday Beers, a little bit slow in game number 2, but they have shown very good defensive plays. Lethal and Little Nick definitely are coming in clutch with the defensive plays, but they're gonna have to, shift their gears into a more offensive mindset, as League of Villains definitely has that mindset, and they're gonna keep taking those offensive opportunities into game number 3, as League of Villains are up by 2. I'm gonna switch into spectate. I'm gonna press that way you guys don't see the bottom bit. And apparently League of Villains did win game number 1, so I did change that. That way League of Villains are up 2-0 in the series. It is a best of 5 series, and this game might be the game that determines if it is a clean sweep between League of Villains and Friday Beers. Lethal now trying to go for a quick dribble opportunity, trying to start the game off fire, and Little Nick trying to follow it up with a good 50 on the blue team's net. However, that was a little risky, as blue team could have counteracted it. Little Nick off the backboard. Will Lethal be there to follow it up? Pinch 50, going straight up to the ceiling. Walker now, quick shot on net. Little Nick is there to defend it. Lethal is also there to defend as well. Awesome, popping it up. Light touch off the crossbar. Read from Lethal. However, that is not enough, as Awesome Ender does get the second shot in. Lethal, it was a good read off the sidebar, but that wasn't enough, as Awesome Mender gets the second read off of his hit, and League of Villains are on the leaderboard yet again. 1-0, 4 minutes and 28 seconds left on the clock, as Friday Beers was left in a little bit of a double commit on their defensive half, but League of Villains starting to show themselves that they are strong, and Walker, dangerous position, puts it over the net. Will Friday Beers get it? No, they will not. Lethal having to go back on defense. Same with Little Nick, as Walker tries to go for a midfield passing play. Smacked away by the 50. Lethal now trying to go for a little dribble play himself. Possible air dribble. Gets bumped. Smacked away by Awesome Ender. Lethal, I think the accidental miss there. As Walker now trying to gain possession. 3 minutes 47 seconds left on the clock. Demo going on to Little Nick as a shot opportunity for Friday Bears. This is a weird angle. Good demo coming out from, I think it was blue team. However, the demo wasn't enough, as Lethal, as deadly and lethal as he is, he shoots the shot in the back of the net, putting Friday Beers on the leaderboard. Once again, I want to thank you everybody who's watching. We have 10 viewers in stream right now, and we have a bunch of followers, which I will definitely get to later today. But yeah, right now we have a tie game in game number 4, or game number 3, my bad. And yeah, so far this game, both teams definitely having a lot of opportunities, as Lethal goes for another opportunity off the crossbar. Hits it a little bit too high. The follow-up just isn't there, as Awesome gets the clear to the side, as Lethal still on the ball, going backwards, goes for a little bicycle kick, I think it was. Bicycle kick, I think it was. Lethal now trying to keep it in blue team's corner, trying to get that infield passing play. Air dribble coming in from their corner, smacked away by Awesome. Great clear. That might be dangerous territory, as Little Nick does get the good clear. Walker's there. Reads it off the aerial, off the side. Well, will his teammate be there to follow? Walker gets the bump. Awesome. No, not just yet. Lethal now. Both teams putting up a lot of pressure on their backboards with good follow-ups. Backboard. Do you play Rocket League? I do play Rocket League. I'm also participating in the circuit myself as well in IGL. We are Tier 4 Division 19, which is very interesting because this is a Tier 4 Division 12. This is around my rank, actually. And I just like seeing what what's it called? I like seeing what mechanical abilities some teams can do. That we could get this idea of like what I need to improve on, what needs to be worked on. Awesome Mender kind of just throws the ball away to Lethal, but Lethal Good awareness. Tries to catch it, but gets bumped away. Walker now trying to get that back pass to Awesome, but Lethal is just there in his face, trying to get the infield passing play, but it is smacked away by Walker. Walker has been playing very good so far. As you can see, so far he has 1 save from Friday Beers, and Awesome Ender definitely keeping up that pressure, as we might be seeing a goal for shot for League of Villains. I keep wanting to say League of Legends. I'm sorry. League of Legends I haven't played it. Seen some content of it, but I've never played it. I've been meaning to learn how to play. But shot on opportunity over the net just a little bit, as League of Villains is trying to end this early, as Awesome Ender and Walker are just keeping up this pressure in their corners. A little bit too much pressure on Lethal though. But let's see how Lil Nick handles it. Tries to go for an air dribble over both defenders. Now has the corner boost. Opportunity, scoring opportunity, passing play. Smacked away by Walker. Great 50 save coming out from blue team. As we see Awesome Ender going up for an air dribble. Possibly off the backboard. Great clear coming out from Lethal as Walker tries to follow it up in the corner. Dangerous territory for Orange team as Lethal tries to get a clear. Can't get it off the top corner. Try to go for an upper 90. Missed opportunity. And a back pass looking to come from Walker to Awesome. However, Lil Nick is there, ready for the shot opportunity. Midfield pass to Lethal, smacked away. Again, a lot of opportunities from both teams into the midfield passing plays, whether it's off the corner wall, whether it's off the side wall. Getting that like Devo shot, the dream Devo shot in, just not happening yet. And both teams still tied up. We have 25 seconds left on the clock. Both teams have 1 point each, and we might be seeing another point here, but no, Lethal smacks it away. Both teams definitely playing very cautious as Lethal just making sure that that ball doesn't go anywhere near the net, pinches it, and continues to follow it up. Now we're on blue team's half as Lethal gets the bump on one of the blue team members. Shot opportunity, dangerous position. Walker with 100 boosts in the tank clears the save, and we might be going into overtime unless Lethal or Lil Nick or Walker or Awesome can keep it up, but nobody can keep it up. So we are in overtime, game number 3. Next shot will determine if we go into game 4 or just final game as Lethal takes the shot on net, and we are going into a game number 3. Or game number 3, game number 4 even. As Friday Beers gets the shot in. Oh my goodness. Ooh, what is my rank? My rank is a Diamond 3, around like Diamond 3, Diamond 2. I've hit Champ before, but I usually hang around Diamond 3, Division 4. That is my rank. But yeah, Friday Beers, Lethal coming in clutch when the last minute is needed. Friday Beers are finally on the board. I can finally give that point back to them because that was an accident by me. But Friday Beers coming in clutch in that last moment. Lethal getting that little like slow roller into the shot, keeping the game alive. We could possibly see a potential reverse sweep for Friday Beers. League of Villains were up. Both teams were tied up, and then Lethal just coming in clutch with that final shot. League of Villains definitely having strong defense. Not as many shots as Friday Beers. They had 8 shots on net compared to the 2 shots coming out from League of Villains, but League of Villains definitely did have a lot of saves coming out from whatever Friday Beers threw at them. But we are heading into game number 4, which this could also be the determining factor if League of Villains will pull off a game 4 win, or if Friday Beers will be taking this to a best of 5, game 5 series. This is the match where we need to be the hype the most, because this can really swing either way. This is dangerous territory for both teams, as off the bat, Friday Beers are with the kickoff win. Demo coming on to Walker. Friday Bears are not coming to play. However, Awesome does have a shot. Lethal is there to catch it. Tries to dribble into the corner. Lethal picking up the 100 pad in his corner. Lethal now going up for an aerial. Great 54 Walker on League of Villains, as Lethal gets another shot on net. Walker now trying to dribble it, trying to get it around the defense, but Lil Nick is being there, trying to make sure he doesn't have any sort of plays going on. Little light pass to Lil Nick. Dangerous territory as Walker takes the shot, take the opportunity, and Walker sneaking up right under their noses, taking the ball, saying, "Here, that's my ball." And he takes the ball and dribbles it right into Friday Beers' net, right underneath Lil Nick's nose, takes the ball. and scores 1 point for League of Villains. League of Villains are up 1-0, 4 minutes and 27 seconds left on the clock, and we have a lot of game time left for Friday Beers. If you are for Friday Beers, definitely have enough time to tie it up, or if you're for League of Villains, definitely want to keep up this pressure, but Lethal is someone to be careful of. Same with Little Nick as well. Both of them are definitely dangerous on their offense. We've seen Lethal come in clutch when the clutch is needed, and we've seen Little Nick definitely on defense. You just saw there, right there. He saves it to the side, making sure the ball is not in front of their net, makes it into the corner. Lethal with a quick challenge, gets the 50 read, steals their corner boost. Will Little Nick get the shot? No, it's smacked away by Walker. Great awareness coming out from Walker, going up for that defensive save. Shots on net, and Walker sinks it to the back of the net. League of Villains are up 2-0, 3 minutes 47 seconds left on the clock. Walker notices Lethal go wide on rotation, shoots the ball on net, and Lethal just cannot be there to save it because he did go on the backboard. However, League of Villains definitely popping off with the offensive plays. League of Villains are up 2-0, 3 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. So far in this Tier 4 Division 12, we are seeing a lot of offensive plays, a lot of great positioning on where the ball needs to be, and a lot of teams just sinks the ball into the net as we see another possible attempt coming in. Unfortunate 50 coming out from Friday Beers as League of Villains gets yet another goal. Walker, realizing that one of the defenders is coming around to his right, sees Little Nick going for like a 350s back to back, gets the goal. 3 minutes and 29 seconds left on the clock. We're not even halfway into game number 4, and League of Villains are coming out strong. Awesome Ender gained another kickoff win as Lethal tries to catch it into his corner, goes for a slight little dribble play, flicks it over one defender. Will Walker be there to save it? He will, putting that pressure for League of Villains. However, blue team might have overextended, just a little upper 90. Little Nick breaking through the defense and going on offense. Little Nick, great shot coming out from him, realizes that the defenders are not there, shoots the ball, banger, upper 90, 83 kph shot. Friday Beers are on the board. We still have 3 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are for whatever team you're rooting for, make sure you show the support now, because this is the game where it determines everything. If we go into a game 5, if League of Villains just gets the win here and nobody from Friday Beers is left in sight, as Walker will just get a slow roller in. A little miscommunication coming out from Friday Beers as Walker seems to get a bump on both of the teammates, and Walker just dribbles it in. Sees Lethal and sees Lil Nick is not there and just slowly dribbles it in. League of Villains opening up that gap. It is now 4-1, 2 minutes 58 seconds left on the clock. We're still not even halfway into the game yet. League of Villains had this from the start. Maybe. Friday Bears definitely keeping up the pressure, keeping up, making sure that this game is a tight one. The League of Villains, their offensive plays, their positioning, their overall rotations, I think are good. Their challenges, they're getting good 50s as we just saw there. Again, another shot coming out from Awesome Ender. But definitely do not count Friday Beers out, because they are definitely putting up a lot as well. Lethal coming in with the clutch. Same with Lil Nick coming in with the goal earlier. However, they will have to start putting more pressure, because we are officially past the halfway mark in game number 4, as League of Villains are up by 3 points. So right about now is where Friday Beers needs your hype and stream. So if you guys are for Friday Beers, they need your hype. They need that energy. They need to feel that vibe energy. So yeah, Lethal trying to dribble it over one defender. Gets that dribble, but Awesome is just there to save it. Bump coming out from the midfield. Walker with the open shot. Tries to go for a little mind game on Lethal, but the Lethal just not working on him. Friday Bear. Bears now in dangerous territory right in front of their net. Will anybody get it? Lethal goes for the shot. Good save coming in from Awesome. I thought that was on Lethal's net, but now it's not on Lethal's net anymore. It's on Friday's, or well, it is still on Lethal's net, but it's on Friday's net, as Walker gets a good power clear straight to the back of the net from the midfield. 98 kilometers per hour. We still have 1 minute 27 seconds left on the clock. Anything is still possible in this game. However, League of Villains is showing that they kind of have a huger lead. Walker now trying to go for an air dribble. Lethal already up. Will his teammate be there to follow? Lil Nick going for the quick shot. 50 save. No. Awesome Ender getting the saver. 3 saves in the game. Little Nick trying to pop it up. Puts it in a dangerous position as Walker power shots. Lethal is there to save it though. Doesn't want any more goals on net as Walker tries to dribble a pass. Gain a little bit of a possession. However, Little Nick is there. Putting the pressure in net. Little Nick is challenging every single challenge he can possibly get. And he gets the 2nd point for his team. Friday Bears. Little Nick dribbling it past both defenders, making sure that gap doesn't get any bigger or any larger because Friday Beers does not want to give up any more goals as they are down 5-2. Walker with another huge kickoff win, tries to go for a bump, and that's just an open net as Walker will get a kickoff win for League of Villains. It is now 6-2, ladies and gentlemen, 55 seconds left on the clock as the defense for Friday Beers is kind of crumbling right now as we see a little miss coming out from Orange Team. A little less than a minute left on the clock. As if you're a League of Villains, all you have to do is just make sure you keep that space away from the enemy team. Make sure they don't have any sort of challenges. Gets the flip there, kind of uses it there. As Awesome is chilling back on defense as Lethal trying to go for that lethal infield passing plays. Will he get the play? Follow-up shot from Lethal. Hits it on the sidebar. Unfortunate shooting shot as Little Nick having to rush back on defense. How are the series going? The series so far is going very, very good. Friday Beers definitely has shown themselves as a very good team to be playing against, but the offensive onslaught that we're seeing right now from League of Villains is just showing up much. We see a lot of good plays coming out from Walker and Awesome Ender. Walker definitely being the clutch carry for League of Villains for this game, as he does get 6 goals this game with all 7 shots coming in from him. Got like a shot or 2 coming in from Awesome Ender, but Awesome Ender definitely been there for the assist, been there for the defense, and League of Villains will be taking home the series for week number 1. Good games to both teams. League of Villains will be taking home the series in another 3-1 lead. I believe we saw a 3-1 win in the first game between Vengeful Butterflies and Untouchables, and now we just saw another 3-1 win from League of Villains to Friday Beers.